because of where everything stands out a little bit more. Why is that not clicked on? That is definitely going to be a disaster waiting to happen. I got to get that part cotton reapplied up top. Sorry people, I'm in here going over this thing. I figure I can paint the rest of what's inside of it with a brush. That's easy to do instead of spraying it in. But I have to apply more cotton because the cotton got pushed back when I actually pushed it all the way in, locked it in place, and the cotton pushed out a little bit. So pushed in a little bit. So I got to come in here and readjust this. So that's in there, but it's locked in place. Can't really go anywhere. Oh, great. No glue. Where's the frick is the glue sticks? No glue sticks in right here. Okay. Cool. Whew. Maybe he's having that too much. Ouch. Really? That burned me in the process of that one? That was not cool. Okay, that's much better. Man, I realized something that next time I build the next one, we put lock supports in, which would make it so much easier than having that one lock support up there. But it's in there, it's not going anywhere. Still gonna have to run LED lights in to get the rest of that stuff to activate, so that's gonna be fun. So these big ones are not gonna work. I need smaller ones to do it. And I gotta find out what the voltage is at compared to the voltage to that motherboard, because I don't want to plug that in there and go poof, and then my board go out on me because the voltage is too high. We don't want that. So I'm gonna have to figure exactly how that all works together. Let me see. Fuel switches are up front. Somebody access everything. Let's glue that. Can't go anywhere. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in and I'm going to reinforce the whole table again. Reinforce it and then go back in and put a nice ridge underneath here to push it up just a little bit. Because right now, closely, it's sitting on the radiator right now. So the radiator is sturdy. But make sure it doesn't pull forward. I'm going to give it a little higher lift to push it back. Look at the side of it and see exactly how much of its weight is actually pushing outward. So, not much, but still, the table's reinforced pretty well. You see? Yeah. Well, it's not going to go anywhere. I want to make sure just in case. I don't want this thing crashing forward on me. Don't want that. And we can't touch walls, mind you, when we're doing these projects. Can't touch on the walls. So got that working quite nicely. I'm happy with that. Got to finish the paint job in. I'm going to run the LED lights around the side so that way they push into the whatchamacallit, into the actually I could use these and run them right through the table. But these have to be in blue. They have to be separate in blue because I have to hit the trigger off. And the table talks, so. Technically, we need 2 sets of lights. We need blues anyway. I have to use the table to read anyway. So let me see. Let's see if we can start with something first. Now we won't have all these wires here. That's just for the time being. Something like that one over there. So that we are definitely going to do. Let's see something a minute. There's the beginning to these lights. And we figured out how to get the motherboard to activate every single time. So we just shut it off. Where the frick are these going to? Just a second. Lights and stuff all over the table. So I need another one. What I need from here, this is definitely going with me. Definitely, there's nowhere in the world. Put a lot of work into this thing. It's definitely going with me. Let's just for a minute. Okay, what do you want a floor for? Sorry, it's me dropping stuff around my table. I literally got stuff on the table on the floor all the time. Like, what the frick is that down there for? Alright. I need to get this. Oh, I forgot these lights bend. Keep forgetting about that part, that we can actually bend them up the way we want to. Oh, cool. Keep forgetting about that part. We got bendy lights. I'll shake these where I want to. I'm getting there. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. There we go. Cool. And system powered on. Over there and a readout, so it's reading right now, it's powered on. But I figured out how to basically get around that motherboard issue, which is great. Just right. Really? Houston, they have a problem here because I plugged everything in. Alright. I'm just going to put this down for the time being. Yeah, that's cool. Kind of cool. Just gapping up line in there. Design to it. Quite a little bit. We got a little bit. And some clamps are fighting a bit. Let me tell you one thing, that's not coming out. Jeez. Clamps are really tight. That's good. As long as I have them tight, and go to an issue of not working. So this is what I'm doing on the side. I'm putting a kind of a decorative design with the lights on the side. I'm not going to be running more lights inside there. I'm going to put some more full displays in there. Oh, we had one in there already. Okay. There's one next to that one already. Make sure we're not running blue. Came out nice little zigzag design in there. Came out real nice. You might have to look at this play around with this. They have this whole thing in there. Now I'll just take out my put some colors later on. Over there. Don't have any more of those clamps laying around. Cool. That's going to come out looking real nice. Sorry if you're on a tilt there. Didn't notice that. It's got a nice zigzag display right there. I was pushing those lights up nice. See that glow is coming out real nice. I'll put my lights back on so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to grab something to eat real quick. I'm here late working. We got 7:36. Okay. We got time to clean those things in and go grab something. I'm happy with everything done today. Updated the advertising company, got dropped off some mail today, phone calls, much needed on the way. This joker is still going to my channel crying. Jamie, stop crying. Seriously, stop crying. Stop going to my channel and crying. Over there, Crow's 3D Adventure. Over there crying at the end of the day. But you got more problems than that. I had to make some phone calls today for you. You got more problems than that. Oh, send half the army down there. And we reported that channel too. Anything we find with your stuff, we report it to them. Making things worse for yourself. All your channels are monitored, man. You don't have one channel that's not being monitored by ICE. All your channels are monitored now. You want to carry on and act up? You want to break rules? Do what you want to do? All right, then. You deal with whatever comes your way. All your channels are being monitored. Even your emails. Let me see. Where's that whatchamacallit? We have the glue stick for that. Children want to come here and commit crimes in United States soil. Attack United States citizens. See how well that works out for you. I literally had a conversation with somebody with a storefront who's also Mexican. It's a Mexican. I go in there a couple of times to get food out of there because, again, I try something different, trying to do something different. But anyway, even he admitted at the end of the day that the criminals don't belong here. They don't want the criminals here. Nobody wants the criminals here. Again, at the end of the day. So, Jamie, you're a criminal. Tell me where I'm not wrong. Get a lawyer right now and contact me and tell me I can't sue you over this copyrights. Tell you I can't throw you in jail for my copyrights. Tell me that. Of course you're not going to get no lawyer. You know why? Because you know darn well at the end of the day you broke the law when you did that. So since you broke the law, doxing people's addresses, all that stuff you did, that's breaking the law. That can get you thrown in jail if you're a United States citizen. So if you're a citizen, I can still throw your butt in jail. So guess what? That means in the day. You came over here without documents, with no paperwork, and you came over and you committed crimes in the United States soil, and you attacked American companies, because my company's American. And I'm a United States citizen, by the way. So with that being said, yeah. So I told you, I'm getting you out of the country. You think I'm joking? Like that guy sat there and said, he has arrested. I'm Mexican myself, but I don't want people here that are committing crimes. You make everybody else look bad. That's what you do. Make everybody look bad. Well, I don't sit there and judge their race over one idiot. I got Mexicans now in my family. That's like anybody that's Mexican sitting there saying, oh, we support people committing crimes. That's like somebody over here in America saying, oh, we support people over committing crimes. Same thing, same scenario. He tries to make it sound differently because he's a Karen at the end of the day. He's a full-blown Karen. Don't worry, buddy. I found out where you might be going. And it ain't a good place. See, the problem is you're going to carry that thing, still trying to be the big bad man at the end of the day. Okay. You play that game, you understand. You're going to find out exactly what that game is all about. You don't care about nobody. You would think at the end of the day that this joker would stop this nonsense. No, he got a wife, and she's undocumented. You would think he would stop that nonsense. Nope, he just keeps on going. He don't care. He don't care about his own wife. He don't care. You don't care. You just keep on going with it. It don't bother me at the end of the day because I know what's going to happen to you at the end of the day. Sure, your own family. Gee. Boy, talk about it. Snake in the grass. But I'm going to work on my machine over there because at the end of the day, I know we're not going to see you anymore pretty soon. We're going to be going. I would take an American prison any day compared to some of the other prisons you have in different countries. They were talking about different countries, how they deal with rape. You know, freaking, I knew it was Pakistan. It's Pakistan, Dubai, it's a couple of them. They kill you. Death by hanging. Yep. I know in certain countries, they take things off your body. They'll cut things off. Like if you steal, they take your fingers off. Strict rules down there. And these are the places that Americans want to go to and commit dumb crimes at. The last thing you want to do is commit a crime in a third world country. Our entitlement. Making us look bad. Who was that jerk, that TikToker who went down there and carried on? in Korea, I think it was. Thank you, Jesus. That's good. Carried on. Disrespected those people. He disrespected them people so badly that there were people in America that were threatening his life. Makes us look bad. And the minute these jokers get caught, the first thing they want to do is talk about how they're Americans. No, the freak you ain't. You don't represent that nonsense. Offer some views, disrespecting people. You go to somebody else's work establishment and dump noodles all over the floor and then speak to them in a disrespectful way. And then they want to cry about it when they get that slave labor. That's what they want to do. No, 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 no. No, siree. If you notice, it's a country that has a zero tolerance against bringing drugs into their country. There's a reason why they have those rules in place. People can't go in and can't respect the rules. Covered up my plants, and I put the rest of my plants in. But I've got a bunch of rules on there that people need to understand and respect. The rules at the end of the day, respect the rules. Respect the rules. And somebody came over to your backyard and drank, carried on, peed in your wife's flowers and came in and walked dirt all into your house, how would you feel about that? That'd trip you off, wouldn't it? Yep. I heard in the news about a guy who was blasting a train horn. A train horn! Like 24/7, a train horn, and this alarm system on his house is unfreaking believable. And these people suffer for this for 2 months. See? I hate to say it, people. I'm not trying to be rude here. Pull the race card. But that's the difference between living in a black neighborhood and in the suburbs. If you had tried that nonsense in the hood, blasting a bullhorn outside your door, and somebody had to go to work the next day, you're getting your butt kicked. Which is interesting because in the suburbs, you got one person to do that, and they consider them to be crazy, and they're all afraid to talk to them through what you call confrontation. You're afraid of confrontation. I know, I got family who live in the suburbs. You'd be surprised. I'm like, go over and talk to him. What the frick is wrong with you? The guy's running his lawnmower like early in the morning because he's doing it to be nasty. I go over and talk to him, have a conversation. Well, no, we don't do that here. We don't have those kind of confrontations. You know what, frick it, I'll do it. I would have had that conversation with him. Ask them, why can't you run at a certain time? You got to run your lawnmower, but you run early in the morning. People got to have a conversation. We got to talk at the end of the day. That's the end of it. Go over and talk. Had that talk at the end of the day, you know. And we didn't walk away on bad terms. We understood the point. That's all. But if you're gonna sit there and pay all that money for a house way out there and spend all that money, and you're afraid to go over and talk to somebody, man, forget it, man. That's just freaking sad. And that man black, it went on for 2 months. Are you kidding me? For 2 months? Yeah, go do that in the hood and see what happens. Go put a bullhorn, a train horn, on your tree and blast that. And I guarantee you'll have a bunch of people sitting on your porch ready to kick your behind. It would have never gone that far. They won't be calling the police because of you. You'll be calling the police because of them. Somebody throw a brick through your window. And people say, well, that's a violent. No, it's not a violent neighbor. At the end of the day, I mean, there's some violence, yeah, at the end of the day, yeah. But the bottom day, a lot of crap didn't go on because, you know, stuff could happen to you. That's why. The consequences for being a butthole. I'm going to be a butthole. Buttholes don't have to exist. Yeah. Everybody knew everybody in the neighborhood, you know. There was a respect line there. You know. You crossed the line, you got your butt kicked in. But 2 months? You got bullhorn? Oh, heck no. Mm-mm. No, that wasn't even going that far at all, period. And he's not a big guy at that. He's not even really a big guy. They're terrified of him. Because you know why? He's different. He's outside. He's a different type of person. He's a person who's about confrontation. They're not. That's why he was able to control that area for 2 months. And he would walk away. No, this is messed up. He would literally leave the house and the bullhorn was set on a timing system. So this thing would go off every hour. Brrr, brrr. Yeah, that nonsense. No. He'd have been met with some neighbors across the street. He got jacked up. We got options here. Option 1, continue to play the bullhorn. Option 2, end up in the hospital. There's your options. That's what I like about The Sopranos. The Sopranos, when a guy came over and tried to bully him about how he was trying to write all these tickets, he was trying to tell him about this, that, and blah, 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 and he realized who that guy really was at the end of the day, went over and apologized and everything. Yeah, that authority, boy. Man, I could imagine that, man. I couldn't imagine it too much. You know how loud a train horn is? And he was running this thing? I could imagine that. For 2 months? And they called the police, and the police come over, and the police only did, you know, they warned him about it. They gave him a citation, because he knows he can get away with it for 1 month. They finally arrested him after 2 months. These people went up with, oh, no way in the world. I'm sorry, people. I tried my hardest to carry my cross. But I swear, you got kids at the end of the day trying to sleep, little babies and stuff. Somebody getting the crap beat out of them. I'm sorry. I come up had a conversation with you one time, and after that, I'm whipping you behind. If I got kids in there, and they're trying to sleep, and my babies are looking back at me, you're getting your butt whipped. I'm gonna let you throw first punch. I think that's courteous. After that, I'm gonna kick the crap out of you. Because you deserve it. That crap is unbelievable. I couldn't believe that. 2 freaking months. No way in the world. No. You're a wuss. If you allow somebody to control your entire neighborhood with a bullhorn, and you see the neighbors like, well, I'm glad he's gone. I'm glad he's gone because, you know, it was such a nuisance to deal with it. Y'all are afraid to go over and have a conversation with him, and he knew it. You'll have another family move in there, you know, a family of color move in there, pull that nonsense into there. See what happens, especially if they came straight from here to there. We wouldn't have been having that conversation. Now, hold on, player. We got a problem here. What the frick is wrong with you? That's crazy. I never heard anything like that. That's crazy. 2 months. Let me tell you something. I lived next to a train that came by, and that train was at least, and I had to figure out where the train was coming from. That train was at least a good 6 blocks from the garage. And I could hear that thing crystal clear. I had to soundproof the garage. And even at the soundproof in the garage, I can hear still little bits of it. And you imagine having a train horn? He had 6 of these wrapped around the tree. And you're the neighbor? Or even across the street? Oh, that thing had to be nerve-wracking. And he blasted at night too, at nighttime. You couldn't even hear the crickets. Some of this in the morning. He did this at night. He did it in the morning. He did it 24 hours around the clock. Heck no. Suburban, scared little rabbits. We'll be out there screaming and ranting. They say they screamed and ranting. As a matter of fact, they wrestling. You can still hear them in the car screaming and ranting. They're afraid of confrontation. That's what it was. So, one guy in the suburbs, that guy, I'd buy him a beer any day. You know he was raised a different way. He was definitely raised a different way. That guy came to his door, almost ran over his cat, and made a nasty remark and said, I want to, if I see it, I'm running over it. And dude kicked his behind. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Kicked his butt. And now you making a statement, you just gunning for my cat now. Now you see my cat, you're just going to gun for it. All right, he whipped his behind. And the thing about it was, he must have made some hockey. Because he got that shirt over top of him, I was like, oop, that's it. He got the shirt over him. That's it. Man. See, you can't be doing that in the day. Next time I see him. All right, nice enough. I'm going to settle this right here. He beat the crap out of him. Tried to run, took his feet, and he fell. Man. He threatened his cat. All right, let's put this down. Let me see. I got any more of these clamps? I need more of the clamps. I know I got some more. Just dropped a whole bunch over here. Well, that snake, like, snaking it around looks pretty cool. I like it. I got to put some more lines in there, too. Ah. Dropped them on the floor, Ken. And I still got to put that coating of that glow goo in there. The glow goo! The goo and the glow. Put that in there. I try. You know what? I try. But, you know, everybody got a breaking point. That nonsense right there. Oh, heck no. Ain't no way in the world. Boy, I gotta, somebody gotta go talk to him. Gotta go over and have a conversation with him. You gotta, man, you gotta tone that down. First minute that sucker started throwing, put it in self-defense at the end of the day. Yes, it is. It's self-defense. Help me. Self-defense. Swing your arm one way, swing it the other way, flip, boom. Still got it, and let it go. Because if you're not, you don't have to let it go. You just put your foot on somebody, the edge of their shoulder, yanking up, and pull their arm out of the socket. Fall backwards and snap that sucker. But yeah, man, I don't know how they did it. You got kids? Especially when you got kids. Your little girl's trying to sleep. Oh, yeah, you got jacked up. You just hit him one time. I mean, you don't have to beat the crap out of him. Just hit him one time. I was talking to my brother about it. I said, I have brothers that are the high ends. They make very good money, but they're high ends. They're not outdoorsy. They don't camp. They don't do any of that stuff. They probably camp. That's it. They're like Carltons and Frasers. You know, if the grid collapse, they're dead. I love them to death, but that's going to happen. They don't have no survival skills whatsoever. None at all. We're just jacked up because it's true. Most people, men, don't have survival skills. I mean, you don't have it. You could have it, but you know, society's kind of weaken you for that one. It's true. Technology has weakened you at the end of the day. I love the what do you call it? I can't think of the name of it. Boom something. But anyway, those guys are freaking survivors. Those are survivalists right there. Those are survivors right there. I love watching these guys. I do. I got a military family that does that for fun. They go out there with nothing. You just go out there and figure out how to survive. But technology has made a lot of people soft, very, very soft. Because back in the day, remember, a man wanted to get his own place, had to make his own stake, buy a piece of land, till the ground, get it to grow fruit and vegetables and all that other good stuff. Got to get livestock, get a couple of chickens, a male and a female, get them to mate, get more and more and more and more and more, you get cattle and all that stuff. You had to make all that come together. You couldn't go to the supermarket and buy anything. There was no supermarkets. And if there were a town somewhere, God knows it's probably in the middle of somewhere, out in the middle of somewhere, you had to figure it out right there. Can you imagine? It's going to an open area and just building all that. That's what you call some really Minecrafting, but that's what the pioneers did. There's nothing out there. There's no plumbing, no electricity. There was nothing out there. And they figured out how to make all that work and survive out there. They learned how to do it. Now today, man, it's soft as I don't know what. It's softer than butter. Because you don't have that water. If you took the reality, they had these survival areas where they have you live in that particular century, man, you would lose your marbles out there. Now, some people that are used to hunting and fishing, they have a ball at this vacation for them. For most people, no. I thought that. You got to build your own house. You ain't buying no house at the end of the day. How you going to buy a house? There's nothing there. You have to cut down those trees and build your own log and know how to insulate it. All that good stuff at the end of the day. Cut firewood because you got to stay warm unless you want to freeze to death in that sucker. And not all that. Yeah. I learned to get out there and grow those crops before that winter season popped up, so you have plenty of stuff on backup, just in case you have to freeze to death. And if you're a hunter, you know how to track animals. Now to skin them, cook them, all that other good stuff. Use their fur for clothing, all that stuff. I bet your vegetarians would die out there. You really would. I hate to say it, but you would, because you couldn't skin animal fur. I don't know what you would use at the end of the day. You definitely would freeze to death. Yeah. You had that capability. Well, you did at one point. You just dulled it down with technology. That's literally what you did. You dulled it down. Watch that guy come on there and take a branch and whittle it down to a nice little sharp toothpick, and then find a worm and stick it and wrap it around that. Take a piece of a fishing line that he had in his pocket and catch a fish. Caught a small fish with it. Took that fish, cut it up, and used it for bigger bait for bigger fish. I thought that was the most fascinating thing I ever saw on my entire life. That's freaking amazing. See? Boondocking. I think it's boondocking. Yeah, boondocking. Yeah, you can learn something from those guys watching them. I find it fascinating that they do that stuff. Cold and rain and all that stuff. I think that's why people who did van life, I can see the van life. You know why? Get out of the everyday humdrum, boring life. There are some people that are meant to be explorers, and there are just some people that are meant not to be. There's some people back in the 14th century or 18th century saw the big tall ships, and it was calling them, and some people just wasn't calling them. Man, imagine that. That's why I respect the people who do van life. People look at them like, oh, they must be poor. Have you ever seen their YouTube count at the end of the day? I don't think they're poor at the end of the day. They make good money from followers. They really do. And they get their merch put in, which is good. But they still live that life out there. They like it. I don't see. I can't imagine just being stuck in one place forever. I just can't imagine. If you move, you're still stuck in the same place. There you get to go to city after city and see different areas. That one guy who went out there in the middle of the woods and made a hot cup of cocoa and some marshmallows, and him and his dog were out there with a nice fire burning under the stars. Man, that's life right there. That's life. That's something when you get old you don't regret. Yeah. People live in freedom, baby. Freedom! You can be free and not be free. You know what that means? You can be free and not be free. So what does that mean? Some people are just not free. You become imprisonment by your own surrounding. That's what happened to my brother. He makes 6 figures a year. He makes very good money. I got a couple make very good money. But yeah, he makes very good money. And he came back from some trip and he changed. Dreadlocks, mohawk, Crocs, 24/7. Barely ever see him with socks on. You know, cut up jeans. Like, what the freak happened over there? Whatever it is, it was for the better. Because he got rid of all his suits, Rolexes. He won't even wear them anymore. Nothing. He won't touch them. And he has a boat now. A real good sized one too. Sits out and chills on the boat. He spends very little time in that house. And now he's talking about pulling up anchor and going to see the world. So whoever talked to him, because we couldn't get him to change his mind. He had 2 heart attacks. Driven by money. He just ain't about money no more. He don't care about it. Change person. Happier person too. Yeah. You saw something out there that changed me. Mohawk. I saw a mohawk. A freaking mohawk. I'm baffled. I've never seen it. He got a mohawk? He got a mohawk. Really? Yeah. Oh, mohawk? Whatever went on, I guess it's definitely for the good. I'm not worried about it anymore now. He's living his dream, he's happy. Sit on a boat, play the guitar, watch the stars. Yep. Inspired from this. The rest of the video, we're going to get more clamps because I'm out of clamps. Something else. Where did you go? Gotta get the rest more clamps. Once I got more on there, which I should have because I bought a lot of these lights. I'll have to check back and figure out where they're at. So let me just get this unplugged. Come on, be nice. Check out myself already. I'm not worried about the desk because, like I said, we're going to paint the whole desk into a galaxy. That's next. It's going to involve some cereal bowls, straws, toilet paper, stuff like that. Make our galaxy. We're going to have a cloud system on it. Turn it into a Milky Way system. Or a nebulon. I do like outer space. But I want cyberpunk outer space. That's what I want. So she's getting there. What the heck? We just tripled just a few minutes ago. And people say, well, Ken, that's the wrong to say because that'd be bollocks. Not really. Go over and talk to somebody because they're making way too much noise. What do you hope doing? When they're making too much noise, and let me see what's going on with this first. I got a whole lot of whatever this is going on down here. I'm gonna take you up on together. This is doing too much. Bring it over there. There you go. Way too much. But anyway, go over and talk to somebody. You can be peaceful about it. I didn't say go over and go full action on him. But the way this guy was coming off, like he was really, really aggressor. Speak to him about it. Eventually, people like that lose their temper and they charge you. So that gives you opportunity to use whatever you know. Yep. Give me an open opportunity, as they say. Well, you can't use weapons, but you know, they say weapons free, but yeah. I'm surprised that the police took so long to handle that situation. Are you kidding me? 2 months? Why did it take them so long? You're pretty sure people had recordings and everything of it, you know, and it took them that long? What kind of rights do you have to blast music? You know, after a certain time, that's basically breaking the law. And on top of that, if your system's hitting like so many decibels, that's crazy. And he was getting away with this? Yep. What is it? That's why everybody kept saying in the comments section, like, 2 months? What the frick do you mean 2 months? Oh, heck no. That would have never happened for 2 months. We definitely have to have a little conversation at the end of the day. There's no way in the world that's going on for 2 months. No way in the world. The people that they interviewed, like, they were really, really not the type of people for confrontation. It was, you know, maybe we just let him alone. No, because he knows that. He knows he can bully you guys. That's why he was doing it. Because he can bully you guys. And he go out there, rant, scream a little bit, and you guys go run in the house and shut the door. He controls that whole entire strip. You got the right person in the neighborhood. He walked over there and threw a freaking brick through his window and waited out there for him. I bet you didn't come outside. I'm not saying throw a brick through his window, but there are people like that will jack you up at the end of the day. What was that one woman that terrified that neighborhood? She walked around with 2 hammers, smashing people's car windows and stuff. She got the wrong person at the end of the day. The black woman came out there, beat the daylights out of her, threw in the bushes. So you got the wrong one today. The wrong one today. I was waiting for you to come over here and start with me. I was waiting for you. You got people out there that are waiting for you to come over. And that's what she was doing. She said, I was waiting for you to come over because I had something for you. She beat the daylights out of that woman. And then that woman was scared. She was running in the house calling the police. She's terrified of her now. See? You're going to bump into the wrong people. Acting and carrying on like that. Those people never live long. They never do. Yeah! Don't go breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. You know, it's funny. We put glow on the lights and they still transfer through. That's pretty cool. They still transfer through. Yes. Oh man, bro, I swear, if I hook one more thing in these boots track everything, wires, cables, everything locks underneath these things. It's a good thing, but still a bad thing. So, window-wise, this one's going to get a window, that one's going to get a portable. That thing is it's crazy. It's all craziness over there. Craziness. But this is definitely going to get a window. That's why I put these on. This is for the window system. I got to ice these down so they frost on. You can see it on the side of the camera. That's what that's going to be for. We're going to put a window on this side, and we're going to put in this one portable. Really? I swear. It kind of feels like the wires are just wrapping around my feet on purpose. That's what it feels like. This one can't get a window. It's too big. It has too much going on with it. But we are going to put a window in there. We're going to put one in there, virtual or small window. We're doing some gaming and stuff where it displays off of it. Right over there where the light system is, right over there. So we're going to tuck it away and push those lights a little bit more, straighten them up, and put it right over there, people. Over there. And I still got to put more plant life in there. Because the plant life is not done in there. Vegetation's still growing in there, people. It's still growing in there. Next there, question. I'm never in your room. You know why? Your stuff is boring at the end of the day. I wasn't in your room. I know your channels, by the way. You need to put fake channels in, I know your real channels. You don't do anything in there. Really. It's a really waste of time. You don't do anything in there, but you're always in my channel. I know why you're in there, because I'm always doing something cool. I'm doing something better than what you do in your channel, that's why you're in here. I never go to your channel. And every once in a while I might pop over there. I can't say never. And I'm looking at nothing. There's nothing going on over there. Literally, I close my eyes, I don't see anything, it's nothing. That's why you're always in my channel, because I'm always doing something different. Like I'm building PCs, or I'm building these new screens, or whatever stuff. You're always in my channel. Always. I mean, you're welcome anytime to come in. But for people, if I don't like anybody, I'm not going to your channel. Why would I be in there every single day? I got stuff to do that's better than basically being on your channel. So no. Besides, most of the time you're just in there crying about me. When I come in here and I talk about you being, your stuff being trash, garbage, and doesn't work right, and whatever at the end of the day, at least I'm showing off technology. I'm always working on something. You on your channel, on the other hand, all you do in there is cry about me. That's it. You don't show no progress on nothing at all, period. Meanwhile, I show progress on everything I do. That's the difference. And then I get you to send your money back, well, my money back to my account. Because, man, I swear that was basically interesting to the day. Put the money back. What's the point of base at the end of the day talking trash if you give me back my money? There's a guy in there, on there who is supposed to be trying to vouch for the Series C. Anyway, he was vouching for the Series C, trying to say it's the best screen print ever made. I sent him some videos like, oh, so what's your opinion now? And he's not saying anything back to me. All right, do me a favor. I got to put a little pressure on you. Can you explain to me what gain range is? Put him on blast. Put his channel on blast. Tell me what gain range is. He couldn't tell me nothing. And then he comes back to my channel and starts talking about some dumb nonsense. No. Don't change the subject. What is gain range? Since you're boasting about this product, tell me what it is. Explain it to me. Show me the demonstration. Can't show me jack. Of course you can't show me jack. Show me a demonstration from the screen being painted from the start. Because the demonstrations I'm seeing, the screen's already painted, which means they're black. That means you're painting them over to make them look like they're black. I want to see from start to finish. That's what I want to see. Nothing. Oh, by the way, Rogers, you got to the end of this month to put PA back into your shopping cart. I'm coming to buy. So get it going. Giddy up. Giddy up. Get it done. Seriously. Because you're going to talk trash at the end of the day. You know, because he pops on YouTube here and there. He's also monitored. Keep in mind, so you know this, that I'm expecting PA to be back on your site before the end of this month. Don't be a coward in the day. We know your stuff doesn't work, but come on, don't prove me right on this one. You know, I hate embarrassing people, but man, they just ask for it. And then they get on my channel, more crying because of this. Oh, man. Challenge me at the end of the day. Wash your marbles. Oh, and by the way, while you're waiting for that whole thing about you putting my state back in, have your attorney reach out to me before we sue you. I'm going to give you time. I want you to have an attorney contact me and tell me we can't sue you for you posting my face without my permission. Because if you don't, I'm going to sue you for more money. Way over that $100 million mark. So again, get an attorney to contact me. I'll show you people if you send it over. I want a real attorney too, by the way. Nothing fake and nothing phony. You know what his problem is? He can't find an attorney because every attorney's saying the same thing. He's going to sue the daylights out of you. Did you post his face without permission? Did you slander him? You get sued. I guarantee they told you that, right? There you go. See you in court. $100 million. You owe me. You're going to watch a bunch of trucks drive up to your property and take all your stuff from you. And because there's damages there, because you posted my face all over the internet, I'm going to get you 20 years in jail. For basically cyber crimes. Because that's a cyber crime, by the way, buddy boy. See you in court soon. Till then, I'm going to turn the lights out. I'm going to play around with something real here quick. Let me see what I want to toy around with. Let me see. Do I have this right here? The reason why I bring that up, because they come to my channel and they cry all the time. Every time they're on my channel crying. Jamie's on my other site over there crying at the end of the day. But you don't talk about scams at the end of the day. Your product is nothing more than a scam. That's what it is. I remember I sent you back your own product. You couldn't even take it. You're about to go through something really, really horrific. And you still don't know when to calm yourself down. That reality is going to kick in when you're in the back of that truck. That's when it's going to kick in. Alright, what do I want to hook up to this? Oh, I'm going to hook the PC up to this. Where's it coming from? That's there. The other one showing from there? This from there to there. Where the freak is the other one at? That connects from there to there. Should have another one here somewhere. Let me see what we got going on here. We got this one connects to there. Here's some of the test. Okay, let's see. Here. Here. Where the freak is it? Come on, we got two HDMI ports. 2 minis. This is what? This is the mini. Okay, yeah, we got 2 minis. Something like that. This little fucking mini. That stuff is in the surface. I'm thinking in time. What? That's Taco. That's you, Taco? Woohoo! Wow, that's Taco. Wow. Picking up all the rum bunches. Make you some treats, okay? You've been a good guy today. That's your good guy. I'm like, what? Yeah, that's Taco. Ooh, man, I don't like this. I gotta wait a while on this one. This one's actually getting off static. So when you pull that plastic off the back of your screen, be warned, I gotta put that in basically in specification sheets. When you pull the plastic off the back of these things, when they're coated, be careful, put that against your PC. There's a lot of static pulled off this thing. The static will shut out your system quickly. So we'll put that in there. Taking that out real quick. Excuse me, buddy. Thank you. See something real quick. It's got electrocuted. Oh yeah. It's definitely taking on my glow. I got the zigzags on there. Zigzags. That's going to be covered by vegetation when I get done. Yes. Let me do. Cover it with the vegetation. See how well this is lighting up on here. Oh yeah, it's definitely hitting them lights, and I got more lights I'm putting up in here too. On top of that, nice lighting system going off. Ho, ho, ho. Love it. Nice glow effect going on here. Really nice. I love it. Love it. Where's the remote control of these things? Okay, we can do this with the whatchamacallit too. Let's see what we got on here. I want to brighten this up a little bit. There we go. These are lights that come with your free setup. No, it's your whatchamacallit, your that's as bright as it. Okay, cool. They come with your screen paints when we send them out. We have different modes on here. Ho ho ho. I'm gonna just go through these different modes. Oh, we got the flashes and all. I like this right here. That flashing slow blue looks really nice. Let me see if we can slow this up a bit. Let me see. Mode, bum, 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 bum. Speed. I like that one. That's pretty cool. Okay. Green slow. Oh. Gotta build me a Tron PC. Alright, I'm gonna keep it at blue for right now. I like it. Keep it with the blue. Oh, blue. Green? Get the green? That's it, green. Alright, got a wire and everything else, and I'm pretty much done. I'm going to put a whatchamacallit down and paint all this in tomorrow, because we painted all these corners, all this, more bushes in here and here to cover it a little bit more better. And we're going to put a screen right in there. Definitely going to put a screen there. The reason why it's hard to get a door in here, because of the liquid cooling system pipes went way out. This one's actually much more tighter to it, so it seems much easier. Alright, let me see what's going on with this. That shorts up my board. I'm really not using it. What the freak? Let me see what's better coming up this baby. I got taco on my mind. I got me thinking every time. Taco, I don't even know what I got me thinking every time. What? What? Let me see. Just laying against here for test. I'm not going to go to that thing I wanted this morning. I have no idea what I wanted this morning. I'm just going to use this one. That's the clear version of it. My version is very clear. I want to do, let me see. That is the crystal clear version of it. You can see objects much more easier on the other side. I want to get this where it's actually against it. I can't until I actually get the pure Velcro made for this to do that. Visual effects screensaver. Yeah.
Introducing the second generation
Go back.
video camera designed to keep you completely supplied no matter where you are, with a battery life up to 2.
Oh yeah, just saw you here. There you go. You're flames. Oh man, that's gonna look beautiful. We get that thing in there flat the way it's supposed to be at, it's gonna look fantastic. I'm gonna set this one up for portrait, because this one's set up for portrait. These machines came out nice. Let my plants glow in the background. The lightning trigger out. The lightning's pushing too fast. There's a switch for the lightning. Oops, watch it, don't put my system over here, please. There we go. That's how we can store the net. Oh, that's looking freaking crazy. That's the crystal clears. The crystal clears, baby. Crystal clears. That was just developed today. We got 4 more under the desk. We haven't got a chance to play around with yet. 4 more under the desk. I haven't had a chance to twirl it yet. Yeah. "4K snow screensavers." You got that. Snow. There you go. Ho-ho. So I'm gonna work on, like I said, we're gonna start building our own cases, PC cases, and that black technology we have now, we have a name for it now, which is called the Invisible Black Phantom. That's a physical screen. So we're gonna build cases out of those things. Some we're gonna build basically all black cases where your equipment and everything can go inside. And cool thing about it is you'll be able to take apart. It's gonna be, you work for both units. So basically console modders, you can actually put your console systems in there and basically pull them out of the cases. You don't want them in the cases anymore. And then for PC, basically, yeah, you can do for PC modifications on top of that. So imagine having an all black case. That projector's going to be an inside. It can be just images right out. And that thing's going to be ultra black. It's going to be sick. I mean, 2 versions. One is ultra black, and you can see just the designs inside of how the projectors are going to be set up inside for them. Or the other one, basically, is going to allow you to be to see through the case. The minute an image pops up, you'll be able to see right on inside the case. Or any of your lights will pop up. When you turn everything off, it goes straight black. Yeah, we're engineering our own PC cases next. You're like, oh my goodness, that's insane. Of course it's insane. Everything we do is crazy. We don't do anything normal over here. Nothing normal. Nothing normal. Nothing. Nothing. Man, that case, I have to change my whatchamacallit now. I got to change my whatchamacallit over here. my screen over here now to something else. I need a neon nuclear jungle or neon jungle will work just fine. Yes, bam! So now I know how to play with the motherboard. Those motherboards, and I how to mess with them now. I had to get them to work, how to jump start them. Got to power cycle them, and they pop right back on every time. Man, that's interesting. I'm telling you, I find something every time I turn around, we look on something, we always find out something really new. Always find out something new. Every day God's teaching us something new. Every freaking day we learn something new. So once we get that attached, I got the Velcro coming in. It's crystal clear. So that we attach that. Already got the, if you see, we've got little supports right there for it. It can lock in place. My tacos a treat real quick. I'm going to do it portrait. That's how we're going to set it up. I got to build a stand for portrait. But I have that all set up pretty soon. I'm just now testing the surface out. Make sure it's working out perfectly fine the way I want it to work out. Please tell me we finish my big screen. Oh man, long day, work. Get it done, get it done, get it done. I'm gonna get some stuff for the back of this. I gotta get into the microphone system for this. Oh, I can wire. See, that's why I need a cardboard desk. I can wire microphones into my desk. I just speak, it just pops up when I want. Just speak. Speak. That's a cool idea. Wire microphones into the desk. We just talk. Desk. I need the nebula. Desk, pop it up. Wait till you see what we do to the Connects. If that thing does to a Connect system, it's gonna be sick. Let's see. I'm gonna change out my whatchamacallit here. I'm gonna change this out to some to a nuclear jungle to match my setup over here for my screen. Because this screen, this whole setup right here is for that. That's what that giant screen's for. It's for that one. And that giant screen runs that thing. Now, if I want to basically run off the portable projectors, which I might have 2 people projectors here, I can run them off the Surface if I want. If I want to do it that way, so I can bounce back and forth if I want to. Because that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I want neon jungle. Yeah, someone contacted me a long time ago about basically it's a group called Neon Jungle. That's a pretty cool name. Someone contacted me a long time ago about basically using our black paints to coat everything in there black, and then use projector mapping to bring in a jungle. Oh, it would have been fantastic. It worked out great fine. Great find. Did I just say great find? When it worked, great find. It'll work out great find. People, great find. The Neon Jungle. It's actually a real place called Neon Jungle. Yep. Instead of burning all those lights in there, which is, again, going to be a bit of a doozy, you could have did it with the mapping, would have been much cheaper to do. Because you can do multiple layers. There's one in Japan, which is the Neon Jungle. I like the neon lights, I do. Really not the kind of neon jungle I'm looking for here. You have to go to AI to get that. Get that nuclear jungle from AI. I know they got it. They definitely got what I'm looking for. I want to get one at 235.1 stretch from that one. Hey, tackle on my mind. I can even see the time. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, you're over there. Now, where the heck did that cat go? Tackle on my mind. I'm thinking every time. What? That's Taco. I put fresh bottled water in there for you too. So you got is fresh bottled water. You don't drink regular tap water. Get that stuff in your system. Meows. Meows. Meows, Taco, meows. All right, I'm taking that one. I'm taking that one. Taco, what you doing? All right. Wow, wow. Oh, it's perfect. It matches. It matches perfectly to my PC setup. It matches perfectly. I freaking love it. I freaking love it. Put a little yellow in there. I think I yellow. Oh, nope, wrong button. There we go. That yellow pushing there. I'm getting rid of that keyboard anyway. Got a new one coming in. Oh, Taco Man. Excuse me. Taco Man. Taco Man. How you doing, Taco Man? Because I'm doing fine, man. I'm doing fine. Would you like some treats? I like some treats pretty well. Thank you, Daddy-O. Thank you, Daddy-O. You're welcome. Here you go. All right. That was some fun. Got that all done. What's the speed? Need to slow it down a little bit. There we go. Because of what you call the cloud system is moving way too fast. I have to slow that down. It'll make me a nice slideshow over here for my setup. So I'll put my slideshows on. What about to say? Now I got to get some beverages for the freezer. Get that done. Get our icicles in there. Got to get that done. And put our warning signs for our warning liquid nitrogen leak. Put the rest of the pipes in. Got the silver tape coming in to put the silver tape around it so we can get it nice and finish icing up the outside. All that good stuff. So we'll be finished with that real soon. And then next I can work on my desk. My Lost in Space desk, which is going to have a rocket ship on it too. I'm going to actually build a rocket ship. I'm going to use a soda bottle. Hey, I got soda bottles in here. What the freak? That's all in my soda bottles. Oh, yeah, nice one too. Oh, yes. This is going to make a perfect rocket ship right there for our desk. Make a rocket ship right there. With a couple of spacemen hanging off of it. That's going to look absolutely amazing right there. That's the perfect rocket ship right there. Can you see it? Can you see the rocket ship? I can see the rocket ship. I know you can see it. It's right there. Right there. Right there. I saw something too on top of that. Would be perfect for the top of that. Let me see. Oh yeah, that would be perfect right there for that. Right, cool. Let's get this thing stripped down. Because I want my desk to have this whole space thing going on. And I'm going to do that RGB setup so it actually, some of it moves the way I want it to move. I'm going to do a really beautiful desk, man. I can take my panels with me and take them where I want to go. I can hang these up on the wall when I'm done because my desk is going to be cardboard. I'm probably going to do the whole Lost in Space theme on there too. And then I can have a projector set up so I can put a small square, paint it in with our black technology, hook up a projector system, and they can talk about the universe. As long as they ain't talking about no evolution nonsense. We don't get into that crap. This is how the world started. Yeah, right. Wrong person there, Smith. You're preaching to the wrong choir. You don't believe in evolution. Mr. Birds, you don't understand the fear of evolution. Get out of my face. Is that right, Taco? We ain't about that. Wow. He's got those now he's going to howl. He's running around growling. Taco, why are you growling? Alright. We're definitely going to make this into a rocket ship. On the open highway. This is rocket ship project right here, 101. And so we're going to rocket ship right there. Get that started. Our paint's up. We're probably going to go back in there. We've got some more painting to do. So we're going to put that over there. Got ourselves soaking over there. Put my glue gun up. Gingerbread man is definitely doing too much. I got eaten. He's doing way too much. Try to warn him. Oh, that run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I got eaten. Wait, what's this going into? Forgot to put in the electric in there. There. And go there. Yeah, there are USBs over there. I knew there were USBs over there. Freaking USB, get in there. This is what I hate about USBs. Like, seriously? There we go. Man. He's a mother jumper. He's sitting there trying to push it in. It's like, no, you can't go the wrong way. Switch it around, got the wrong way. Switch around, got the wrong way. Switch around, got the wrong way. Switch around, got the right way. You put that one away. run 2 systems here. This is okay, that's flat. This is flat there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run. Set this up later on. Let's get ready for this one. Sides I'm going to put right there for that one. Okay, I got sides for that one. That's the first one. Well, I think it's a 50 limit for that. Cool. 50 limit has a short throw one. A small quarter one. You put it right on this one right here. Well, I need a visual display on that. That's why. All right, perfect. Let's get this unit so that means any more over here. Cables and wires underneath my feet. They're driving me crazy. Okay, let me see what else we got next to do here on this table. That's all over there. Let's put this back up. We got a stand coming up for this one. Tripod stand, so it's more professional. Some of these big old blocks up there. Here. PlayStation. Oh, no. The liquids on the table. Let's see that one on. Liquids on the table. What? On the trash. What's this? That's for the rollers. Put that right there. So if people like my desk to be tidy and neat, don't like a mess. Everything has to be clean. I'm gonna grab something, but I'm good. I'll wait until tomorrow. Come back in, right? But I want to get something to eat on, right? I'm really hungry at all, I'll tell you the truth. I don't eat dinner much, I really don't. There's my breakfast. No, I forgot it. We don't eat breakfast either. Get up, there's no breakfast. Because we don't really eat breakfast at all, period. So mostly, it's lunch. That's it. If it's something for snacking on, I got watermelon and fruit salad in my fridge. I'll use that and some of it here. I'll grab it from there if I need it. I'll be snack on while I work. Trying to get rid of the potato chips. Trying to get rid of that. Potato chips are dangerous. Go do a lemon juice cleansing. Cleanse the system. Get that order to go out for tomorrow. That'll take me care of. Oh, excuse me. I grab your buttocks. I grab your buttocks. How dare you? How dare you grab your buttocks? I grab your buttocks. I can take apart the fan tomorrow, clean it out. Dust it down, vacuum it out. Get air in the can. Blast both of these out, so they're done. Radiator system needs to be blasted out. So blast out both of those. Get those finished. And check and see if I got any more of those clamps. I should. Probably enough of these legs, but I don't. So we have to order some of the clamps. Yeah, I clean out the junk drawer. Not so much. You know what's interesting? That I remember, you gotta think about it, people. People forget about these things. You do. You really forget about these things. You do. That when we had that whole mess with James was doing the whole Crowcast nonsense, and we had some people in there who figure that we don't have and we can't get to you, doesn't make a difference. You're going to die either way, you know that, right? You're not living on this planet forever. We all leave the planet. But the difference is if you have committed those sins, again, you prosecuted the Christian, remember that. And you committed those sins are written in the book. And if they're written in the book, you're going to be punished for it. Now, if somewhere along the line you basically found God and got your life together, then you're not going to be punished for that. Does that mean I want you to be punished at the end of the day? No. Why would I? You're a man of Christ now. Why would I be? That'd be sick at the end of the day for me to sit there and think that, oh, I still need my justice, he has to be punished. No, you're a man of Christ. You picked up your cross and you started following God. Welcome, brother. But if you have not picked up your cross and you think that because you got away with, or anything you think you got away with in life because no one knows about it, God knows about it. If God knows about it, it's in the book. And if it's in the book, in the next life you'll be punished for it forever. You'll get away with nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. You know what I mean? Like I said, you got people out there a long time ago, before you had all this technology, who committed all kinds of crimes and thought because they died and they never got caught, oh, they woke up on the other side of the rude awakening. They did get caught. God saw you do it. So did the devil. Scary scenario? What if you die and you never get a chance to pick up your cross? What if your time runs out? You get in a car accident or something happens and you die and you don't get a chance to get your forgiveness? Yeah, there you go. Like I said, you're not promised tomorrow. Ah! We bought these things and we already had these things? Yes, we don't have to this for you. Go on. Good Asian. Good Asian. Good Asian. Good Asian. Good Asian. I'm there the entire time. Could you use those? Yeah. Get back to my site. I got them for time on my website tomorrow. I got to post my family radio channel to there. Check the site. Because every day I don't post it to the site, that's a day somebody can be learning about God. How freaking this goes. really want to do it, yeah, you know you're going to do it anyway. That's what you do. Well, this is the hard way. You guys can do something crazy for a rocket ship. I want a retro rocket ship. I like retro stuff. Got a retro Lost in Space robot. I'm going to look for my desk. Own destruction on this planet. You know what? You get away with nothing. I didn't realize that until I got saved. Like, gee, you get away with nothing at all. Nothing. Nothing at all. Not a thing. No secrets on this planet. There's none. Yeah, people that walk past the church and curse and go, sorry, Lord. And then keep on cursing. Oh, I know we have this here. We can do it in a search and stuff. We have it right there. Come on, come on. They're using that. Look at freaking stuff there. What the fuck? Is this bigger than the other one? Oh, it's the same size. Those people saying, well, Mr. Berg, you sound like a lot like you're hoping someone dies. No, I never said that. I said at the end of the day that we will die. You have immortality? Are you a God at the end of the day? No, you're going to die. You have any idea how many things in this world can kill you? There's a lot. A lot of things can kill you. Your dinner can literally kill you. Your breakfast can kill you. Lunch can kill you. All that stuff can kill you. Go to a restaurant, that can kill you. Lots of stuff can do it. You can trip on a curb, break apart a piece of curb, smack you in the side and die. There's a lot of things you can die from. The whole earth is set up to destroy you. It's cursed. A lot of things you can die from. Just watch it in COVID. An entire virus whooped the earth. There are plenty of things. And you have any idea how many different kinds of scary diseases are being developed in black labs? So they call them black labs. They can easily get out and wipe the entire planet out. Yeah. Conspiracy all you want at the end of the day. Anything on this planet can kill you. There's things in outer space that can wipe out the Earth. If the moon, for some freakishly reason, just decided to just tilt a little off its axle, the world would basically disrupt in storms we would never see before to destroy the world. There's a number of things to be killed. Your house is the most dangerous place on the planet. The person you sleep to at night is a very dangerous person because that person can kill you in your sleep, so you're trusting that person. There's just so many scenarios of death. Now, why I don't fear this? I'm saved. I don't fear this. My time has come, my time comes, I see God, and that's it. My job is to basically tell you about all the things about what's going to happen in this world and the next world. I've done my job. I've warned you to be the most best I possibly could. I remember walking down the street and talking to the Lord. I said, Lord, I try to warn him. I try to warn them every day. I get on my YouTube channel. I try to talk to them. I try to warn them. Hopefully some of them listen. Some of them not going to listen. You don't listen? There's so many things that can take your life. There's so many things. Get a gas leak in your sleep. Part of your house cave in. Get sucked into a sinkhole. A lot of things can go wrong. Brakes can give out in your car. Windshield can cave in on you. There's a lot of stuff can go wrong on you. The Lord protects you every single day when you go up there. You know that? Even some of you, when you're doing evil, God is protecting you. Because there's a crossroad coming up for you. And that crossroad, when it comes up, you're going to get caught up in a situation that only God can get you out of. And when that crossroad pops up, you're going to have that option. If you choose the devil, or you choose God. Definitely don't get that crossroad. My crossroad was different. A lot different. My crossroad, the demon spoke to me. Yep. I'll never forget that as long as I live. I will never, ever forget that as long as I live. What I witnessed in that jail cell, I'll never forget it, ever. I could be in my 70s and I still would never forget what I just heard and I saw. You think you're on this earth by yourself? You are sadly mistaken. You need God's protection more than you ever think. You need Him more than you ever think you could possibly think of. There are things on here watching you every single day. You have no idea. It's like Jamie and Fernando wants to go out there and carry on and act up. Man, that man's through and through serving the devil. And all those who follow him. You see it in their faces when they're on their YouTube channel. You see them talking, you can see the devil in their faces. That grin he gives off from time to time, that's Satan. That's the smile of the devil, right there. You can see the trickery and evil. You can see it in him. Look at the outcome of it all. Look what Satan led him to. Road of destruction. And his path that he's about to take is going to be far worse than he's ever seen. He's going to need God on so many levels out there. He is going to need him. But he continues to follow the devil devil's going to kill him. He's going to take his life. You got to be very careful. Very, very careful. The devil can move your lips, have you talking, say things you shouldn't say, get you in a lot of trouble. I'll never forget there was a Muslim man. I told you, this Muslim man had a lot of power in the neighborhood. A lot of power. A lot of connections. Very well connected man at the end of the day. And he felt the need to come over. The people across the street didn't like me too much, and they wanted to make trouble for me. So they had him come over and try to threaten my life. When that man walked up to me, he said that I got 35 years worth of ties in this neighborhood. I was in my 20s at the time, in this neighborhood. And the devil popped in my head that fast and said, tell him you got 27 years of ties, and y'all can do this right now if you got to. Because you ain't fearing that joke at the end of the day. Already talking it up. And the Lord's not going to say, you're not going to say this. This is what you're going to say to him. And I said, I got 27 years with God. You know what he did? He shut him down. He had nothing to say. Not a thing to say. You know what he did? He walked away. Because that was a demon I was having that conversation with. A demon that's trying to instigate and start something to get me killed in the process. But I spoke the way the Lord told me to speak. Because I heard myself about to say, I heard my lips about to move, and the Lord shut it down and stopped it and said, this is what you're going to say. Some people don't listen to that voice when it pops up. I listen to that voice because I seen the situation I got myself into when I didn't listen to it. And I said, I have 27 years with God. How are you going to argue with that? How's a demon going to fight with you on that one? He can't. You just mentioned the Lord's name. And you're supposed to be a holy man. You're Muslim, you're supposed to be a holy man, but yet you're attacking another man who's a Christian, which you cannot do. And being a demon, talking to this man, you cannot do that either, especially when you announce the Lord's name. So he walked away. I'll never forget the look he gave me. He gave me a look like he was just stunned and shocked. Didn't expect that, did he? And he walked away. Never heard of him, never saw him again. Now he has to worry about his situation now, his path now. God's a merciful God. People sit there and say, oh, he's not merciful. He's merciful. You're still here, ain't you? Still breathing, ain't you? And he's merciful. And the power he has at the end of the day, he can wipe us all clean, no problem whatsoever. Well, Taco, we bought a lot of candy. And literally, I bought a lot of candy. I bought Skittles, and I like the peppermints better. At least we got a good amount of candy, right? Ain't that right, Mr. Taco Bear? What are we doing? Yeah, you can work it all day. I know stuff. Better? Okay, go better. Your fish over here? Yeah! I knew you was playing around. Yeah! Rah, 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 rah. Joker. Wow. I'll get you another toy tomorrow. I'll pick you up a toy tomorrow. You need a new toy. I'm gonna get bored of the ones you already had. We'll turn this out and see how this looks. Oh, man. God is good. Gave us a wonderful day. Another blessed day with Jesus. And I'm getting my God Love You tracks. I'm getting my God Love You tracks so I can pass them out. Because I'm out and about. I can be passing out God Love You tracks. How we spread the word of the Lord. That's what I'm going to do. Pass out my God Love You tracks. Some people may accept them, and some people may not accept them. It doesn't make a difference as long as I get the word out. That's what's important, getting the word out. That's why I said you can be a Christian. Don't be a lazy Christian. You don't want to be a lazy Christian. Because you got to do the Lord's work. You got to get out there and preach the Lord. Talk about the Lord. Hand out God Love You tracks. And some people are too shy at the end of the day, but the Lord will make a way for you to figure out exactly what is your purpose on spreading the word. Because not everybody's meant to go out and talk and preach on the corner. Some people are, some people aren't. The Lord will make a way for you. Sit there and ask the Lord, Lord, how do you need me to serve you better? And the Lord will guide you on how you need you to serve him better. Now, I think I'm going to start. I said I want to give up on live streams, and I did want to give up on that. But I like talking about the Lord on my live streams. I like talking about Jesus on my live streams. I think every Sunday I'm just going to do something to talk about God on Sunday. And you listen, you listen. You don't, you don't. You know, it's up to you at the end of the day. But like I said, I warn you at the end of the day. I give you that warning at the end of the day. That you're not going to be here forever. And the world is designed, yes, to kill you. It is. It really is. The world is a cursed world we live in. It has a beauty. It does have its beauty. It shows God's glory and his blessings. It does show it. But it is a cursed world at the end of the day. And it's not your world if you're a Christian. It's not for you. And those of you who are not Christians at the end of the day, you need to seek and find God. Because again, you do not want to die off this earth not knowing Jesus. If you don't, you know where you're going. And you don't want to go to that place, trust me. Not a place you want to be at. I've got the cold air on them now. Chilling. All right, gotta go, people. Hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Thank you for your time, and God bless.